ensado. Ye waya ensado nyamie yadawasia ensado. Ye waya ensado. Oni nyamie wama omaya diniye. Oni nyamie udi party kwa udi embao. Yadawasia ensado. Yera Yeswe ye waya ensado nyamie yadawasia ensado nanado tiasio ye waya ensada Greater Accra yadawasia ensada chama tiasio ye waya ensada yadawasia ensado ye waya ensado. We glorify your name. We glorify your name. Oh my Lord, we glorify one name. Wobble my tasaji. Yehovah, wobble my tasaji. Yahweh, honey, JB, Aleake, boy, wale, ana, warrior, honey, JB, Aleake, boy, wale, and yesterday is gone. Another day has come. I do something new in our lives. Yesterday is gone. Another day has come. I do something new in our life. I do something new in our lives. Something new in our lives. Something new in our lives. Oh Lord, do something new in our lives. Something new in our lives. Something new in our lives. Oh, what's it for Kogwe? Aka, waya, bonaji, wakwa lo, namoye, wahe, akoko. Asidan kawu Yehowa Zebat. Asidan kawu basrenyame. Asidan kawu. Ona madomnia umabra suni ediniye. Enye ni penye na enya no say anopa esi ahia mu so ba akofo ma. Echirichiri ni bencha ya be hia mu ha. Na moje die furusane ya. Na kwa nyina di gudiagu. Na chechrema da abodie mu a. Na ye the new patriotic party. Yes yada wasi o. Yada wasi my excellency the president. Yada wasi my the vice president. Yada wasi my Rashabejafo nyina. Yada wasi my ministers nyina. Yada wasi my MC Yada was my regional executives. Yada was my constituency executives. Yada was my police station executives. Yada was my coordinators. Yada was my party faithfuls. I said, don't count. Vampire manufacturer. Bible see a cassia anybody and no cranium. I don't say I'm from so to set up a man also. You Janet Suamojano. I've immediate Moja Piti Hangina. We take out solid control. Holy Spirit. Brabaya Wachumano. Let your will be done. Maintain me who I see a chum and I hear down your chum. But dihin in the day. Never the Yana don't Momacha Swam Rase. Now so the Aquaria pa. Yet the Sudania Yebema. Yada was say, Psalm 103. Yakranya Radia Dawase. Luke 137. Aso Bibia were Radia Siana Yadawase. But you know Nancy. Navaya Kona we are. Yadia Seda. Aye Bemau. Oh yes, Christo Dinimo. Amen. 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 boniso. Na yam ye na ma ye shira. Etifa wa semunyi na shenisa. Na yam ye doso.
Na yam ye kata ya boniso. Na yam ye kata.
Etifa wa semunyi na shenisa. Na yam ye doso.
Choboy! 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 I can't feel the vibe. This is Greater Accra NPP, the ruling party, the ruling government. I cannot feel the vibe. Choboy!
Yay!
Choboy!
Yay!
Choboy!
Yay!
Today the story will be told. The story according to New Patriotic Party in Greater Accra. The story that gives hope towards the 2024 election. Inshallah, the unprecedented of breaking the AIDS will be attained in 2024. That will happen. If you believe, I want to hear a joyful response of yes from you. Thank you for that thunderous response. I think it's about time we have our roll call. Like I said earlier, constituency executives here present. If your colleagues are not here, send them the signal that your absence will be queried. There cannot be any excuse for any absenteeism when the regional chairman himself is seated, regardless of today being a working day and a bread and butter issue. Choboy! Choboy! So I am going to do or have the roll call of head. And because it's an annual delegates conference, and that mainly concerns our constituency executives, I'll start with constituencies. And let me start, and it's not going to be order of priority or importance. Because Shai Osudoku catches my eye, I'll start with them. If Shai Osudoku constituency is well represented here, I want to see you wave. Shai Osudoku, thank you for coming. Let me see your MCE or DCE recently confirmed. Chairman Affair, Honorable Affair. Thank you for coming. Let me also see the Adan constituency. In assembly terms, we call them the Adan East constituency. Please let me see you. Thank you, fully represented. Adan constituency, thank you for coming. Sege constituency, please let me see you as well. Fully represented. Thank you, Sege constituency. Can we also see Ningo Pram Pram constituency? Ningo Pram Pram constituency. Far back on my right side, please. Thank you for coming. Let me also see Bon Katamanso constituency. Please, let's see you. Bon Katamanso constituency. Thank you for coming. I can see the recently confirmed municipal chief executive. Let me see the Ashiaman constituency. Ashiaman constituency. Thank you for coming. I see your recently confirmed municipal chief executive. Let me see the Tema West constituency. Tema West constituency. That's the constituency with swag. Give it up for them. Let me also see the Tema Central constituency. Tema Central constituency. Tema Central constituency. I see some here, I see some up there. Give it up for Tema Central constituency. Let me see the Tema East constituency. Fully represented, dressed in their party paraphernalia. Give it up for the Tema Central constituency. Well represented. Let me see the Crow constituency. Crow constituency. Fully represented at the back. Give it up for them as well. Give it up for them. Crow constituency. Thank you for coming. Let me see the Lejekuku constituency. Lejekuku constituency, please. Lejekuku constituency. All right, I see you at the far back there. Give it up for them. Let me see the La Dade Kotopon constituency. La Dade Kotopon constituency. Give it up for them. Well represented. I think approximately 90% representation. Let me see the Clote constituency. Clote constituency. Thank you for coming. I see all represented. Let me see the Odododio constituency. Odododio constituency. Seated by them is the newly confirmed mayor, the first female mayor. Give it up for them as well. Let me see the Ablekuma South constituency. The Ablekuma South constituency. And Lord Mayor, you must still be upstanding. The Ablekuma South constituency. Please wave, let me see you. I see over 90% representation. Let me see the Ablekuma West constituency. Ablekuma West constituency. I see them also with their newly confirmed municipal chief executive. Let me see the Ablekuma North constituency. Ablekuma North constituency. Ablekuma North constituency. I see you also. I can't see your MCE, please. I need that one. Before I continue, let me acknowledge the entrance. The entrance of the General Secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party, the man who set the record. Can we be upstanding and acknowledge his incoming? The General Secretary of our great party, Honorable John Boedu. Please, security personnel. The female there is the special assistant and confidant and bodyguard of our General Secretary. Please usher them in. The General Secretary with his entourage. Please, security personnel, listen and listen well. I know you must do your job, but please listen and listen well. If your General Secretary is coming, nobody, and I mean nobody, should be barred from entering. Allow everybody in, because that is the General Secretary who set the pace and record of winning
the National
a
Youth
two-term. Also here is the National Youth Organizer, the indefatigable, the hardworking Henry Nana Boachi, Exchequer, lawyer, and aspiring national organizer. He is also in the house. Please give them that thunderous round of applause as they greet and fraternize with
National
party folks. Also walking in is the national chairman. Please be upstanding as we are called the national chairman and the national first vice chairperson, Honorable Freddie Blair and Honorable Rita Asobaye. They are also in the house. Please accord them the necessary recognition and respect. Please.
Pacho Mitsubishi car G 1265. G 1265. Mitsubishi Koka no says here. Honorable Mama Rita, Honorable Friend Play.
Welcome to the Greater Accra Regional Annual Delegates Conference. National Chairman Honorable Freddie Wosime Wuble, the General Secretary, the Chief Scribe, the CEO of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Honorable John Bwedu, and also the National First Vice Chairperson, Honorable Rita Asabaye, also in the house, with a standing ovation and a thunderous round of applause. Please give it up for Mr. Dr. Lord Oblite Kome, the Director of Operation at the Presidency. Please give it up for him, Honorable Mr. Dr. Lord Oblite Kome, the man in whom we trust. Also just coming in, the Papa. In fact, he is now becoming the Grandpapa, the regional minister, who doubles as the member of parliament for Ayawaso Central, Honorable Harry Kote. Modike Anyafe Shefe. Modike Anyafe. Abodiane. Ike Abodiane. The gentle giant. He is also in the house. The program is getting excited. The program is getting intriguing. The program is getting interesting. And we will be leaving here with one hope and one accord. Breaking the AIDS is possible. Inshallah. No matter what. No matter what. No matter what. Breaking the AIDS, inshallah, will be possible. Also here is aspiring National Chairman, Honorable Asabi. Also in the house is the National Nasara Coordinator, Honorable Alaji Aziz Futa. Give it up for him as well. We have national executives joining us in the house. Please give it up for them. The program is getting interesting and exciting. Also joining us is a former Deputy National Youth Organizer, aspiring National Youth Organizer, Salam Mustafa, popularly known as SM for Life, also in the house. The program is getting interesting, like I said. And getting exciting. I'll crave your indulgence to invite my colleague, Assistant Secretary, to join me, because this is going to be very overwhelming. It's very important that he be by me before I succumb to this pressure and this overwhelming staffs. Kukrudu. Also joining us is a former member of parliament for Medina constituency, Honorable Boniface Abubakar. Please give it up for him. We're moving on with the introduction of our delegates, i.e. constituency executives. I got to Ablekumanot constituency. Ablekumanot, please, can you rise up? Let's see you once again.
Our feet.
I don't know where I ended, but I will continue. Thank you for coming. Like I said, I cannot see your municipal chief executive.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah.
Former chairman, Chairman Bella, is in the house. Moving on to Ablekuma Central. Please let me see Ablekuma Central in the house. Please let me see Ablekuma Central largely and fully represented.
Fantastic.
Head count, I can see about 90% representation.
Thank you.
Moving on. We're moving straight to Wejagbawe constituency.
Wejagbawe.
Please let's see Wejagbawe.
Wejagbawe.
You are
Here
with
they
your
are.
Municipal Chief Executive, Honorable Patrick. I also see your chairman.
Thank you for coming.
Chairman Dankwa also in the house. We're moving straight to Botiano English Amanfro.
Botiano English
Amanfro. Also in the house. I see your Municipal Chief Executive, MC Joseph Nyani is in the house.
Yes.
Let's say a prayer for their constituency organizer, Patrick Obin, currently indisposed, but our prayers can help resuscitate him. He's on a sick bed, but our prayers are with him. We're moving straight to the Obom constituency. Obom or Domi Abra Obom constituency. Please, let's see
Obom
the Domi Abra
constituency.
Obom constituency. Please,
Obom
let's
Domi
see you.
Abra.
Let's see you, Obom Abra constituency.
Wow.
100%
Wow.
representation.
Wow.
Give it up for
Wow.
them. I see
Wow.
17 executives and their immediate past parliamentary candidates. I can even see Joseph Nyani. He just divided and tried to metamorphose into two persons. He was with Botiano English Amanfrom, and magically I can see him also with Obom Domiabra. We're moving straight to Amasaman constituency.
Amasaman
We want to
constituency.
see Amasaman constituency.
Show by hand.
Please, let's see Amasaman constituency.
Wow.
I see them largely represented,
Wow.
well
Wow.
represented. Please, we're going through this off-head S-tempo. Please bear with us. We're moving straight to the Trobo constituency.
Trobo
we want to see
constituency.
Trobo constituency. I see
Wow.
your newly confirmed
Wow.
municipal chief executive here with us.
The freshest and the youngest.
We're moving straight to Okankwe North constituency. Please, let's have the Okankwe North constituency. I see 90% representation. Thank you for coming. They are here. I see their organizer, Kwabena Amwaku, here. We're moving straight to the Okankwe Central constituency.
Okankwe Central.
Your member of parliament has asked permission to absent himself because parliament gave him assignment. I see a 90 or over 90% representation, and I want to thank you.
100%.
Region wants to thank you. Regional chairman wants to thank you. Regional minister wants to thank you for coming. We're moving straight to the Okankwe South
Okankwe South constituency.
Let's see you by hand. Let's see you stand. I see
Okankwe South
the
constituency.
newly confirmed municipal chief executive, or if you like, the mayor of Accra here in the house, standing alongside. I want to see the Okankwe South constituency.
Be
I
on
want
your
to see you,
feet
please. Please be upstanding.
Give
All
us a
right,
wave.
thank you.
Give
I
us
see
a wave.
you there at the far back right, or right back here. Thank you for coming. We moving straight to the Adenta constituency.
Adenta constituency.
Adenta.
Wow. Fully represented. Fully represented.
Fully represented Adenta constituency. Thank you for coming. Inshallah, in 2024, we will get that seat back. And when we have our annual delegates conference, you will be seated with your member of parliament. We're moving straight to the Medina constituency.
Medina
Let me see by
constituency.
hand the Medina constituency.
Oh.
Please, Medina
The Chairman
constituency.
Dollar is by
Thank
his
you.
MCE.
I can also address you as orphan constituency, but inshallah, with the help of the Almighty God, Allah, will
Thank
get
you.
that constituency
Thank you
back.
for coming.
We're moving straight to the Ayawaso West Wagon
Ayawaso West constituency.
Please, that is the Sika
Yes.
constituency,
The
the Rich
constituency of the
constituency,
elites.
the Swag constituency.
The elite
They
constituency.
still have their member of
The
parliament.
elite constituency.
I can see the municipal chief executive also largely represented. Give it up for them as well.
Yes.
98% representation. We're
Fantastic.
moving straight to the Ayawaso North constituency.
Ayawaso
Please,
North
let's see you
constituency.
as well. Ayawaso North
Oh,
constituency.
this is
I
impressive.
see you seated with your municipal chief executive, and I also see a 90%
Fantastic.
representation. We're moving straight to the regional ministers constituency, Ayawaso Central constituency.
Ayawaso Central.
Let's see 100%
Wow.
representation. They did not shame the regional minister and member of parliament. Thank you for coming.
The constituency with the
Ayawaso
academy.
Central constituency.
Thank you for
We're
coming.
moving straight to the Ayawaso East constituency.
Ayawaso
Please
East
give it up for them.
constituency.
Ayawaso East constituency.
That's my constituency, you know.
The assistant secretary constituency, he's trying to identify with them, but I want to identify with your municipal chief executive. But that constituency, if Kofi Wayo can get 1% close to that constituency, inshallah, the unprecedented that is about to trend in this country will affect your constituency.
Amen.
And inshallah, for the first time, we're going to have an NPP member of parliament in Ayawaso East constituency. We're moving on. We're moving straight. Like I said earlier, Estempo, roll call, being organized or being called up. I think I have not mentioned the Anyaso Tiom constituency. Honorable Dr. Kisi, please give it up for him as well. Give it up for the constituency. 98 representation, because that's about 15 representation. Of course, your confirmation of MMDCE or MCE is hanging,
You know,
so I do not expect.
The Bashiru, Honorable Bashiru, is seated by them.
Oh, good. Hopefully he gets confirmed. Hopefully he gets confirmed.
Inshallah.
We moving straight to the we're moving straight to Domi Kwabenya constituency. Your member of parliament has asked for, she's asked to be absent, so she is not here with us. But Domi Kwabenya, I want to see you. Domi Kwabenya, largely represented. I see your MCE here. Thank God for coming, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
For coming. We're moving straight. So far, we almost done with the constituencies. We almost done with the constituency, but one constituency that we cannot miss is our Tasconites. The student front of our great party, the people charging our student front, the people leading the charge in various tertiary institutions, the over 40 tertiary executives here, Tasconites. Let's also acknowledge the presence of Tascon members here. I want to see you, I want to hear you charge. Tascon!
They are in their numbers here,
Tascon!
fully represented by their leadership.
Tascon!
The party appreciates your contributions.
Tascon! We know you will make us proud in the 2024 elections,
Sharp.
because you've done it before.
Yes.
In the 2016 elections, you won 98% of polling stations on your campuses. In 2020 election, you fall short, you did 90%. In 2024, you have promised the regional chairman, regional secretary, and the regional party, and of course, national executives, that inshallah, you are going to do 100% and keep the National Democratic Congress in perpetual and internal opposition. Salam alaikum. We move straight to the high table. we move straight to the high table. But before we move to the high table, let me also acknowledge the presence of our brothers from the other political divide.
Exactly.
Who have admitted and conferred and told me in my ears that they're going to be in internal opposition. The National Democratic Congress is important. Please give a round of applause to their presence, regional executives of the
by the
National
regional
Democratic
secretary
Congress
and his deputy.
J.J. Rawlings Party. J.J. Rawlings Party. J.J. Rawlings Party. Thank you for coming, our brothers from other
The good
political
thing about it is
divide.
that they have learned our style here, and I'm sure very soon we'll begin to see similar thing in their midst.
Please pardon me if we miss a constituency. We will recollect because we mentioned and introduced you as Tempo. Meanwhile, regional youth organizer, please, dignitaries are seated. Dignitaries are seated. You are delegates. We've allowed you the Jama songs. Please, let's move on. Let's move on. Regional youth organizer and your youth wing. Moses Abba is leading his constituency youth organizer or his youth organizers. I see youth organizer for Okagwe Central. I see youth organizer for Ablekuma North. I see Okagwe Central. I see Adenta. I see Amasaman. I see Bon Katamanso. I see. I don't see Ablekuma South, but I see Odododio constituency. Sometimes you must allow these youthful exuberance. I have been there before, and when I lead a charge, nobody stops us. So I must allow the youthful exuberance to play because it is important. I also see the only female youth wing member, Botiano English, a man from fine girl, also in the house. But let this charge and allow this Jama to lead to the mobilization towards the breaking the 8th agenda. Let me also come to the high table. I see the 3rd vice chairperson of our great party, Chairman Omari Wadia, also in the house. Please give it up for him. Moving straight to a former energy minister, Honorable Boachi Ejakun, also in the house. I also see the former first vice chairperson in the house, a former woman organizer, Lady Talata, Honorable Rita. Currently the first vice chairperson of our great party, Honorable Rita Asobaya, also in the house. Let me jump the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and move straight to an aspiring national chairman of our great party. He's tried it about 3 times. He's trying it again. Honorable Stephen Intim, also in the house. I see another aspiring national chairman of our great party, Honorable Amiyao Akofi. I also see a former member of parliament and aspiring national chairman, Honorable Amiyao Akofi, also in the house. Please give it up for him. I also see here a former first vice, I call him a strategist, Honorable Fred Owari, also in the house. I also see a member of parliament of our great party, another aspiring national chairman, Honorable Asabi, also in the house. I also see the indefatigable, the strong Monique Meyoba ni Egbefa. Lehu neke new patriotic song new adopt as our national anthem member. I also see him in the house. Ni Dakucho, the first. Honorable Stalini Aji Blackson. Sanikwe Wala. We are the new patriotic party in Hale. Sibebemi, Ewa Obachano. Give it up for Honorable Stalini Aji Blackson, also in the house. I also see the Director of Operations, but the Director of Operations, two-term national organizer, historic national organizer, Monsieur Dr. Lord Oblite Kome, in the house. He's also, in fact, he does not want to accept, but the charge is too loud to want to serve it in my cabinet. Aspiring national chairman is in the house, Honorable Lord Oblite Kome. Give it up for him again. Give it up for him again. Ofane Doctor Ata Nanabu. We're moving on. We're moving on straight. We're moving on straight to the national chairman. Let me not miss this. It's all because of S-Temple. Undima Sanebano, the national youth organizer, aspiring national organizer. The boys are brave reloaded. Lawyer, S-Chaka, Nana Boati, aka Nana B, also in the house. Give it up for him. Also in the house, the history making, the indefatigable, the record setting, national chairman, former member of parliament for Elembele, Honorable Fred Wasimewuble. Give it up for him, national chairman of the house. Now, in fact, please let me crave your indulgence. It's important I make this introduction before the aspiring members. But before I do what I was about to do, let me also acknowledge the presence of the National Nasara Coordinator, the history-making Aziz Futa, also in the house. Please give it up. Accompanying him is a former National Nasara Coordinator, Alaji Laku Laku, also in the house. Please give it up. Mufen Chemi. Also in the house is a former Deputy National Youth Organizer, Honorable Salam Mustafa, aka SM, also in the house. Also in the house is a former Deputy Ambassador to the Republic of China, Dr. China, in the house. Please give it up for him. Let me move straight. It's important. Economists, my colleagues here present, my regional women organizer, Grace Achampo, aka Ogre. Accompanying her is her deputy, who just gave the opening prayer, Perpetual Asante, also in the house. Also here is the Nasara coordinator for Greater Accra region, Alhaji Kamil, in the house. Also in the house is the Assistant Secretary, my co-MC, Baba Sedu. Also here is myself, the regional organizer. They call me Fresh Prince, in the house. Also here is my own brother, the man leading the charge of the youth wing in this great region and great party, Honorable Moses Abo. He is also in the house. Boys are bra minti munkao. Youth wing minti munkao. I like that. As usual, you go do. Other national youth aspirants are in the house. The man who almost became TESCOM president, aspiring youth organizer, Honorable Abanga, is in the house. Please give it a wave. Give him a wave. Honorable Pope Osei Michael Osei Boatin, Bono regional organizer, is also in the house. Please, the introduction will continue unabated. But before that, let me take my time and introduce the General Secretary, the man who set the record. He led the charge as Director of Operations of the campaign, the National Organizer, and the Acting General Secretary. And then in 2020, he took the seat as the General Secretary and still break the record. He is aspiring to lead the charge again into the 2024 election to do the undoable, the unprecedented. Please help me welcome the General Secretary of our great party, Honorable John Adrinkasia Boedu. He is in the house. He is in the house. But the man who ushered the General Secretary, please hold on. The man who ushered, confusing me. I don't like that. The man who ushered in the General Secretary, he is my boss at the region. In fact, let me break protocol. And this one, let me crave the indulgence of the regional chairman to break this protocol. I do not have to do this, but he ushered in the General Secretary. The regional secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party Greater Accra, the man in who partially this conference rests on, Honorable Daniel Ni Odalai Paka France, small in bones but big in brains. Give it to him as well. General Secretary, I beg you, pa. And the lady who is going to share your freebies from National. The freebies are the whatever that came from National. The woman who is going to share it, Regional Treasurer, Honorable Rahel Tutu, she's also in the house. Now, the man helping us change the face of the region, the man who is the gentle giant, the man who is helping us go through and going to help the regional chairman break the edge, the man they call the gentle giant, the man who is the member of parliament for Ayawaso Central, the regional minister of our great party, Honorable Harry Corte. Please give it up for him. I can't hear that. And now, the convener of this great conference, the chairman, the convener of this great conference, the person going to lead the charge. Hold on. Please, you twin, Michael, hold on. The man who is convening this great conference, the man who is going to tell the story according to the Greater Accra region and give hope towards the 2024 election, the regional chairman of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Greater Accra, Honorable Chairman Divine Otu Agwaum, aka Chairman Divine. Give it up for him. We're moving on. It's okay. We're moving on. It's okay. You twig. Please. It's okay. It's okay. We're moving on. It's important that I introduce our members of parliament in this region here present. And again, I'm not going to do that as written, but as tempo. Here with us is the member of parliament for Anya Sotium constituency. Again, let me crave your indulgence. General Secretary and Chairman and Regional Minister to break the protocol. Honorable Dr. Kisi, Anya Sotium member of parliament. He is in the house. Next to him is Honorable member of parliament for Ablekuma North constituency, Honorable Sheila Batters. Please give it up for her. Next to her is the member of parliament for the Okagwe South constituency, Dakwa Newman. Please give it up for her. Next to her is the member of parliament for Botiano English, a man from Honorable Sylvester Tete. Please give it up for him. We move it straight, and let me also crave the indulgence of the regional chairman to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Tina Mensah, member of parliament for Wage Agbawe constituency, also in the house. I will not miss this. Members of parliament, whether current or former, still members of parliament. I see Honorable Titus Ni Kwate Glover, Tema East. Please give it up for him. I see Member of Parliament, former, for Lejekuku constituency, Honorable Dr. Okoboy in the house. Please give it up for him. I see Honorable Fuseni Issa, Member of Parliament for Okagwe North constituency. Please give it up for him. I see Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nete, the man who just buried his number, his mother. Please give it up for him. Member of Parliament, former for Ablekuma Central. I also see the former Member of Parliament for Krowa constituency, Honorable Afole, also in the house. Ewo Kaka Motobi, Ewo Injola Ojogba. I also see a former Member of Parliament for Medina constituency, Honorable Boniface Abubakar. Please give it up for him. We're moving straight. we cannot end the introduction here and now. Please, I also see the Member of Parliament, former, for Botiano English Amanfrom, a large side. Please
Round
give
of
it up
applause for him.
This man, he told me, Nyamisum eni ejuma wenko, because the traditionalists have given him some libation to drink, and he cannot comprehend. This is the nature of the work. We're moving on straight. Before we continue with the introduction, it's getting difficult and overwhelming, but inshallah, we will sail through. Before, and don't forget, please don't forget, we are streaming live on Facebook via Patriots TV and Ochiman TV. We are streaming live via Facebook, via Patriots TV. They are live, so everything we are doing here is being streamed live worldwide. CNN is capturing, Al Jazeera is capturing, and also via Ochiman TV. Give it up for these two great channels. Also here, like I did earlier, is a stalwart and great woman or woman of our party, Davi Aman. She is also in the house. Please give it up for her. We will continue with the dignitaries' introduction. But before that, we are behind time. Let me crave your indulgence, and with a standing ovation, welcome the man to give us the opening address, the man who is chairing this conference, and the convener, regional chairman of our great party, Honorable Divine Otu Agom, to give us the opening address. Please give it up for him.
Youth, thank you very much. Youth, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Youth wing. Youth wing, sorry. Your party anthem.
We are the new.
I'm sorry. We should all stand on our feet for us to sing our party anthem.
We are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party, the elephant, every symbol. We have won.
Let me invite the national youth organizer to take us through the adopted party anthem.
We have won.
The party anthem is very simple. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is our winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. Very simple. 3 lines. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is our winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. We are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is the winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. The elephant is the winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. We have won. We have won.
We have won
to save Ghana. To save Ghana. We have won.
We have won
war to save Ghana. The elephant is the winning symbol. We have won to save Ghana. Eshie, rado, rado. Eshie, rado. One more time. Rado, 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 rado. Choboy, Kukrudu. Thank you. You can sit down.
Come on, Oh, Broma, Commander Pejane. Oh, Broma, Commander Pejane. Osne. Osne Abwa. Oh, the Obroma Kumachama Waha. Obroma Kumanana Biwaha. Obroma Kumarita Sabaira. Obroma Kumachambuadu. Obroma Kuma Freddy Blay. Obroma Kumachama Divine. Obroma Kuma Asabi. Obroma Kuma Fred Aware. Obroma Kuma Henry Cote. Obroma Kuma Henry Cote. Obroma Kuma Lord Come. Obroma Kuma Henry Cote. Obroma Kume. Obroma Kume. Obroma Kuma Osne. Obroma Kume. Obroma Kuma da Pejane. Obroma Kuma da Pejane. Osne. Osne Chini Abwa. Obroma Kuma Chini Blankson. Obroma Kuma Steven Tim. Obroma Kuma Fred Aware. Obroma Kuma NPP Waha. Obroma Kuma Rashebe Jafwa Waha. Obroma Kume. Obroma Kuma Osne. Obroma Kume. Obroma Kuma da Pejane. Obroma Kuma da Pejane. Osne. Osne Chini Abwa. Yabafe Su. I bebo be a demon.
Kokrodo. The regional minister, our national chairman, the general secretary, distinguished national party officers, ministers and deputy ministers, colleague members of the regional executive committee, members of parliament, CEOs and deputy CEOs of state-owned enterprises, regional council of elders and patrons, newly confirmed MMDCs, our hard-working constituency executives, Tesconites, all members of the Great Elephant Party, fellow invited guests, our friends from the other political parties, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. Kokrodo. 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 I welcome all of you to the Regional Delegates Conference of the Greater Accra region. We have assembled here with all the members of parliament, regional and constituency executives, party elders, patrons, TESCON representatives, in fulfillment of the provisions of the constitution of our great party. This conference is very critical as it sets the tone for the rejuvenation of our party ahead of we changing the history and the course of presidential elections in Ghana in 2024. And I am specifically referring to breaking the 8-year governance cycle. Gogrudu, fellow patriots, the country has in the last 2 years witnessed very significant milestones and events that have changed our thinking and resulted in a dramatic paradigm shift in our body politics. Prior to 2020 presidential and parliamentary elections, we were hit by the pandemic, which compelled us to rethink some of the things we had done in the past. Virtually all aspects of national life were affected: family and social life, health, education, and the economy, just to mention but a few. Through the able leadership of the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the strength and resilience of the Ghanaian was put on display as we have largely circumvented the obnoxious impact of the pandemic. We have at the same time embraced new ways of doing things. Through the vision of the Vice President, His Excellency Mahamudu Bawumia, our drive towards digitalization was brought to bear on Businesses Survivor, as Businesses Survivor was implying on the adoption of digital tools. No doubt our party is considered more visionary and better managers of the economy. One other significant milestone chalked in 2020 was the overwhelming endorsement of His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as the President of Ghana for a second term. Notwithstanding the emphatic win we delivered in the presidential elections, the parliamentary elections presented a mixed bag. Although we won a seat that was hitherto the preserve of our opponents, we lost others. I dare say the seats we lost were lost to the opposition than they winning, and the reasons are quite obvious to us. One, although we had the best strategy moving into the elections, internal party wrangling and ineffectiveness of the tripod in some of the constituencies resulted in the losses registered. Two, disregard for party structures by some key office holders also culminated in some level of apathy amongst the grassroots. Three, the conduct of some members of parliament and parliamentary candidates in their respective constituency also resulted in some of the losses registered. The beauty of life, however, is that we learn from our experiences, and that is what we aim to do as we work diligently towards breaking the 8. The process of selecting our MMDCs is clear attestation to the fact that we are ready to appoint and work with patrons who have worked diligently for the party and endorsed by the grassroots. Again, the process of re-registering members of the party ensures that registered members are known by the grassroots, and this should obviously reduce infiltration by members of the opposition whilst admitting hardworking and faithful patriots. This should obviously produce hardworking and dedicated officers as we prepare for our eternal elections from January 2022. Fellow patriots, notwithstanding the few challenges the nation has been bedeviled with since 2020, we are bouncing back strong, and we should in no way allow the opposition NDC to destroy the gains. They should and will remain the opposition NDC because they lack the know-how, the capacity, and the wherewithal to manage this country. They are only good at destroying that which was built by us. They nearly crippled the NHIS. The school feeding was on its knees. The economy was in shambles when we took over, And even in the year of COVID, we managed the economy better. Today, we are projected as one of the strongest economies in Africa. We are among the safest and most peaceful countries. We are the benchmark in innovation and digitization. We present the strongest point of economic integration in Africa through the establishment of AFCTFA and the Côte d'Ivoire-Ghana Cocoa Initiative offices both in Ghana. Ghana today has regained the deserved respect on the global front once again, and we should in no way allow the opposition NDC to destroy these gains. Suffice to say that the battle of 2024 is in earnest, and victory, though beckoning us, will require hard work, dedication, and most importantly, unity among all of us. The Greater Accra region is poised to recapture and secure all seats it lost in 2020. We will retain power and recapture all lost seats. This is our promise to the party and the people of Ghana. This will, however, be possible, one, if we stay united, resource and nurture the constituencies to avoid apathy whilst reinvigorating the party for victory 2024. Two, if we allow party structures to work, do not interfere, empower us and allow us deliver victory. Three, if we project the government in good light and propagate several development projects we are undertaking, we need to tell the successes we have chalked. No one else will. At the regional level, the regional minister and I have forged very good working relations, and this is beginning to bear very positive results. This is a positive sign going into 2024, and we should see MPs and MMDCs doing same. We gain nothing when we lose. We are one big elephant and should be seen working together to promote the well-being of the party and prosperity of the nation. 2024 is ours to win. As a region, we are ready to put the past behind us and forge ahead. We are poised for victory, nothing but victory. We retain to recapture. On this note, I humbly once again welcome all of you to this conference. I ask of you all to give me the maximum cooperation so that all the items on the program lineup will be carried out without any hitch. I thank you very much for your rapt attention. Long live the NPP, and may God bless us all. Wisdom and fortitude to provide development and freedom for all Ghanaians. Kogrodo. 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 God bless us all.
Thank you very much. The regional chairman of the Greater Accra region, Honorable Divine Otu Agohum. Let's give him a round of applause once more. Chama, mama, chama, mama, mama. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Kukrudu, we can give a better round of applause to our regional chairman's opening remarks, please. Let's do that for him. It's very important. Before the next speaker comes, it's important that we acknowledge the presence of our senior patrons as and when they come. Honorable Dankwa Smith, former Central Regional Chairman, is in the house.
Round of applause for him.
Also here is a Deputy CEO of Cocoa Board, one of our own, Honorable Raymond Ankra.
Round of applause.
Give it up for Honorable Raymond Ankra.
Thank you for coming.
But when you manage the other political divide, need to more Benny in Chonyi and in Kenya. Usan wechi ekofa yenchi se unmu se wafuma regional chairman pese okan bibi.
Kokrodo.
Eshi.
Kokrodo.
Eshi.
Kokrodo.
Eshi rado.
Where we have children, we have fathers. My attention has been drawn to the fact that in acknowledging the dignitaries with us here today, I omitted our very father of the region. I sincerely apologize. I do therefore acknowledge the presence of Honorable Stanley Lee
Honorable Stanley Ajuri Blanson.
Also, our former MPs. Now, painfully, we are referring to you as former MPs. But that makes the whole thing very
soon they will
interesting.
come.
We will join forces to go for what we drop.
Exactly.
We know where it dropped, and we will dive to go and bring it
Champion.
back. All other protocol duly observed.
Thank you so much, Regional Chairman.
I will not ordinarily hold on, you twink. I will not ordinarily go back to introduce any more dignitaries because we are moving on. But these are members of parliament. Honorable Ninoy Hansen Nete, member of parliament for Tema Central. Please, if you're in the house, let's see you. Also here is the Amasaman constituency member of parliament, Honorable Akwesi Afrifa Mensa. Please acknowledge your presence with a thunderous round of applause. Honorable in Kraba Ifadate is also in the house. But we're moving on.
Thank
we're
you
moving
for
on
coming.
straight up to a solidarity message for our brothers and sisters from the other side of the political divide. They just told me, my brother, we have admitted, yeah, but now opposition, a message from the National Democratic Congress to us. Please give them a thunderous
represented
round of applause
by the original secretary, former member of parliament,
the former member of parliament for
Ablekuma
Central,
Honorable Tetechai.
Please, Honorable Tetechai, please lead the charge and give us your solidarity message. Thank you for coming.
Zuzu, Kukudu. Regional Chairman, the National Chairman and General Secretary, the Regional Minister of the Greater Accra region, current members of Parliament, and then my former colleagues that we took out of Parliament, regional delegates from the various constituencies, all protocol observed. We bring you greetings from the Greater Accra region of the National Democratic Congress, and specifically on behalf of our regional chairman, Chairman Adekoka, who is currently out of the country. We also bring you greetings from our national chairman, Chairman Ofosu Ampofu, and the General Secretary, General Asiedu Nketia. We are very, very much excited to be with you this morning. My colleagues are very tense, but this is a very solemn occasion. So please don't be tense. Ayezu, this is your regional delegate conference, and by extension is to review the activities of the party in the region over the period. It is good for us as political parties to review our activities and see where we falter and where we have done right. What is key in doing all this is tolerance for one another. Let us tolerate one another. We've always said that as leaders, what makes us strong is when people criticize us. And we should always accept criticisms in good faith. These are the two ingredients that the regional party of the NDC would like to leave with this conference. Let us tolerate one another. We should be free to criticize each other so that we build a stronger party. As political parties, our people are looking up to us to ensure that development are brought to their doorsteps. That is the essence for which we have been elected into office. I believe today, the NPP as a political party will attest to the fact that the good people of this country are disillusioned with your performance as a party. Ayezu, Chama. The youth of today are not happy because the belief they had in the leadership of Nana Dodanko Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia faded out immediately the NPP took office. Ayezu, I said from the beginning that tolerance is the key. Ayezu. So as political parties, it is incumbent upon us to ensure that the core mandate with which the people elected us into office is always our focus. And once we are able to do that, the people will have that confidence in we as politicians. So today that you are having your conference, we share in your pain. Because as a party, you are going through a lot. Even within your supporters, it is not good. And I believe you all know this. Ayezu, so, Mr. Chairman, we want to assure you that Greater Accra in 2020, Yachiremu Bibi Kakra, and these are my colleagues, Honorable Koboy, Titus Glover, and my own Ebenezer Nati. I believe this forum will be used to examine the reasons why you lost those seats. But I can assure you, you have not changed. It is the same old story. And I can bet you in 2024, as it has been written, it shall come to pass. The NDC, as a political party, is going to take the reign of governance in this country. On that note, Mr. Chairman, I know you have worked very hard for the region, but tolerance, tolerance, tolerance. Regional Chairman, I believe you have worked very hard. And it is up to your delegates to either renew your mandate or find a new position for you as a regional chairman. We, as a party, will continue to dialogue. We will continue to share ideas so that together we can build a better Ghana for the good people of this country. Thank you, and God richly bless you. Arise, arise for Ghana, ye faithful of the land, towards a secure future development our goal. From victory unto victory, day and day, sea shall lead a stable democracy. Ghana, our strength in unity. Ayezu, thank you very much, and God richly bless you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tetechai, representing the NDC party. Let's as well acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Youth Organizer of the USA, Honorable Prince Kamal.
Thank you so very much. We're moving on straight to a message from a rep of the NPP Members of Parliament Caucus. And the rep to give us this message is the Honorable Member of Parliament for Wejagbawe constituency, Honorable Tina Na Ayele Mensah.
Round of applause for her.
Please give it up for her.
Give it up for her.
A message from our members of parliament, our beautiful and ever gorgeous member of parliament, the veteran politician, Honorable Tina Ayele Mensah. Meanwhile,
a round of applause for her.
Meanwhile, because we have taken a message from our brothers from the other political divide, we will escort them or usher them out beautifully.
This is the beauty of democracy.
So they can leave us.
You can see the General
in
Secretary
peace.
for our party
Bye-bye-yo.
with the Director of Operations Office of the President.
Bye-bye-yo. 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 NDC. Bye-bye-yo. Some say mo bet na opposition and they all na mo say mo kaya indi mo bet na hoda indi bye bye to the National Democratic Congress. Meanwhile, we will wait for the regional chairman and his entourage, the operations, the General Secretary, and the Director of Operations at the Presidency to take their seat before we take the message from the NPP Greater Accra MPs Caucus. I see a former veteran, in fact, he's a veteran, but a former Regional Secretary for our party in Greater Accra, Honorable Ni Aite Boafu. He is also in the house. I also see another veteran, Honorable Nankan Bruce. He is also in the house. I also see a former woman organizer for Greater Accra, Honorable Vaida Jugbate. Please, she is also in the house.
Give her a round of applause.
I have introduced Honorable, and let me again introduce Honorable former Member of Parliament in Kraba, Ifadate. Let me also again introduce the Director of Operations at Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic, in the person of Honorable Mrs. Newman. Danny Mini Abako, messenger from MPs Kokosem Wonsumoni, regional chairman Atashida. Sibeni Mini Etasien, Masi Mike Maha, Honorable Tinana Ayele Mensa, ni ameke ame messenger ba, tra ni omanyaba. Thank you.
Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Oh, you are not seeing. Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Kukrudu.
Eshi.
Eshi rado. Party chairman, Honorable Regional Minister, Honorable Council of State member, Nia Jerry Blansing, General Secretary of the party, National Executives, Regional Executives, my colleagues, I don't want to call them former because we are still colleagues and present colleagues. We are here representing you here. And the party, we say greetings from members of parliament. But before we deliver our message, we would like to sing a song that is being eluded the Greater Accra region. And I'm going to invite some old daddies of Greater Accra region to sing that song so that we will refresh our minds and then we will carry it on. I would like to invite Honorable Mariama Amui to come upstage. Vaida Dugbati, come upstage. Na Lamle Lamte, come upstage. I would like you to sing that song for our colleagues who are coming to also know that song. Please come quick before chairman comes. Let's sing. Oh, Dwadis, come and sing for our people to know. We don't have to lose any sight of anything. Yes. Come on. You were there when we were singing those songs. You can join us. Please join us so that they will know the old riders of the regions are here. Now, Bruce, you're also here. I want all of you to join us. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Woji NPP ni wo se nukugbeye. Woji NPP ni wo se nukugbeye. Woji tesa na hukonye wacha. Woji tesa na hukonye wacha. Kewo henye loi bole wo. Watch your moye, watch it, she. Be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous NPP. We never say die. She. Be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous NPP. We never say die. Kajiri yemi eba fegbe. Kajiri yemi eba fegbe. Ao kelodu yemi eba fegbe. Kejo yemi eba fegbe. Kerinta yemi eba fegbe. Ao kewo fe yemi eba fegbe. She. Be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous NPP. We never say that. Work it. Thank you very much. Thank you for the permission granted.
Thank you.
We're here this morning to pledge our support to the party. But before we do that, all of us know the reason why some of our colleagues are sitting where they are sitting today, while I'm not comfortable at all looking at them at where they are sitting. But we all know the mistake that we did. And I believe we're not going to make that mistake again. The mistake of forming groupings who calls themselves, what you say? All sort of groupings who said they prefer us members of parliament going to opposition than they stay in power. Today, skirt and blouse leaders. Today, this is where you have sent us. Formerly, we were about 21 here, but now we are just 14 here. And when you come to parliament, it is so heartbroken. We never get anything done. We plead of you, as we sit here today, it is not about the fanfare, but it is about reflection. We are going to reflect why we are sitting here today. Breaking the eight, it is not that easy. Not easy anywhere. We can sing the song, but if we don't play to it, it will be another thing. So I plead with all of us here that no matter the situation, yours is coming. Let those who have led, let them lead. Yours will be coming. So don't pray that because yours has not landed, we should go for opposition. Opposition tra thing. On behalf of my colleagues, we would like to say Ayoko to everyone who is here. Ayoko. And I will say Ayoko. And then especially to the party regional executives for their support during the elections and whatever support they granted all of us, which even didn't go the way they were expecting it to go. We want to once again pledge our support. We members of parliament, we will do everything in our powers to make sure that we support them in whatever endeavor, and then for them to succeed. What again do you tell them? Yes, my colleague said I've said it all. So then we are pledging our support today, that henceforth we are just asking for peace. We are asking for unity in the region. Because when there is unity, there is victory. That is what we are asking. So to our dear chairman of the region, today we are here supporting you fully in whatever you do. Anytime you need us, call on us, and we are ready to support you. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the Parliamentary Caucus of the New Patriotic Party. It is indeed heartbreaking if you go to Parliament.
From the caucus of the members of Parliament, they are going to support all regional executives in their endeavors. That is the salient point we are taking home. We're moving on straight. My co-MC, Assistant Secretary, has an announcement
Quick
before.
one. Vehicles with registration number GB 1793-20. GB 1793-20. Vehicle with registration number GT 2184-21. GT 2184-21. Vehicle with registration number GN 404-21. Please respectfully move out and get your vehicle to pave way for other vehicles to go out.
The problem is that you have some smoke coming out of your engines. If you don't move right there, your car can catch fire. So please attend to your car. We're moving on to take a message straight from His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. And let me first introduce His Director of Operation, Alhaji Ismaila, is here in the house. But to give us the message from His Excellency, the Vice President, please help me welcome a former First Vice of our great party, Honorable Fred Owari, a veteran politician. Thank you so very much.
Kukrudu. Eshi. Kukrudu. Eshi. Kukrudu. Eshi rado.
Chairman of this conference, our national chairman, regional minister, ministers and MPs, national officers, regional officers, our party patrons, council of patrons and elders, constituency executives, party groupings, TESCON, the loyal ladies and the others. I bring a message, a short message from the Vice President, and with me is Alhaji Ismaila, who is the Director of Operations, and Mujib, who's a Special Assistant at the Office of the Vice President. First of all, he wants me to come and give his recognition for your stewardship of this party for the past 3.5 years since you were voted into office. You've managed this party, and there is peace, there is unity, and there is strength. And he is at the seat of government seeing all these things, and he thinks it's appropriate for him on such occasion to come and give recognition to what you have done, right from the national to region to constituency and polling stations. So he asked me to say a big aiko to all the party officers. Secondly, he is acutely aware, as everyone here, that the NPP is the only party with the vision, the capacity and programs to manage the economy of this country. For everyone, every Ghanaian to have a better standard of living. That is why he's joining the chorus with all of us to say that we must necessarily break the 8. Breaking the 8 is not just for one person, but for the party, because without the party, there cannot be any government. And for the party to be able to break the 8, we need to be united, continue to have peace in the organization, as well as being disciplined. For his part, he cannot just sit by and see party activities going on without his involvement. And therefore, from last year's elections, this year's constituency conferences, from the nomination process and endorsement of MMDCEs, and throughout the period that we've been having these conferences, he's gone around the country, all the regions, supporting the activities of the party. So today, we come here again on his behalf to bring to the region an amount of 20,000 cedis to support the conference.
Thank you so much.
And 2,000 cedis for each constituency to support the transport cost.
Thank you.
He's asked me to give you his assurances that he would continue to support all the activities of this party so long as he is aware of it. And on that note, Mr. Chairman of the conference, he wants me to extend his good wishes to you and a very successful conference. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much, Honorable Fred Owari. That was splendid.
Are you sure you haven't added the national? For the rest.
There goes the presentation. This goes directly to the various constituencies from the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
Kukrudu! I have never shouted Kukrudu in a while. Kukrudu! Just so you know, and for purposes of clarity, the 2,000 is different from the 20,000. 2,000 to our constituencies and 20,000 to the conference. We're moving straight from His Excellency the Vice President. We go to His Excellency the President of the Republic, and to give us that solidarity message from His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is one of our own, a son of the soil of Greater Accra, two-term national organizer and director of operations at the presidency, Honorable Mese Dr. Lord Oblite Komi. Please give him a thunderous round of applause as he brings the message.
Round of applause
from His Excellency the President.
Welcome the Director of Operations.
Just so you know, the clarion call for him is coming from the grassroots, that he serves the party as a national chairman. Ayaudana! 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 Ayaya Depa! Mombon Sam Kessie Bioma, Director of Operations. Dr. Lord Oblite Komi. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Choboy, this conference is looking too dull. Are you here with me? Let me see your hands up, ladies and gentlemen. Choboy! Mr. Chairman, it's looking like these days everybody is incoming. Or better still, hopeful. And Lord Komi, National Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Hey! Lord Komi, the Assembly. Kweku Frimpon, the Assembly, Papa. I believe that the Honorable Stephen Tim is here. I'm not sure he would ever forgive me. Or preacher my check. And Honorable Asabi. Is that Martin? And Professor Ameya Kunfi. What is what? Meboa. Agree be the power. But Mr. Chairman, in the case of Lord Komi, now listen and listen well. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 22 says, when the time is due, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Say amen, somebody. So I appreciate your love. I thank you for the clarion call. But for now, it has to be shelved for a while. And listen to what I said again. Isaiah 60 verse 22 says, when the time is due, I, the Lord, would make it happen. Say amen. Mr. Chairman, I don't care who becomes the national chairman of this party. And I don't really care who becomes the flag bearer for 2024. When J.H. Mensah, may his soul rest in peace, started screaming in conference, we want power, we want power, we want power. Murefiana. Na yeri samo. When ex-president J.J. Rawlings, the Western world was putting pressure on him. It is time to hand over to a democratic rule in Ghana. He says, hand over to whom? And I'm Refiana. There was a certain first lady in this country who is still alive. At a point, he told us openly, plain language, was say yeah, pa konjat naswa NPP for yanko Kumasi magazine na yanko shishebi enfama je kufor manti ana. Mr. Chairman, you don't have time. I can go on and on and on. It tells you that what you call power. Hey, me say adia your friend to me. Say nyame ya wadom na se wo som say na se wan som ya adia be ye wo no. Me say adia be ye wo no. Me say I don't care who becomes national chairman. I don't care who becomes flag bearer. What I care is that the NPP continues to reign in this country. Power! Hey! It is no joke. Oh. Me say I power some cano. Some of us have been leaders of this party in governments 8 years, in opposition for 8 years. We tasted power, we tasted opposition. Let John Boydu tell you his story. A growing year, do you know? Yenimbre, it's the pettiness and some who here and talk on who. When you be so unyashi, and the MBO now was a open. Organizers, Moody Midi, and I did this. Police in Chua was the way of operations, no ajao. No idea. Moody stickers be a person, everybody, and I'm tally moke anymore. Police knew who I know was salute. And where the idea, we see a power. I'm not coming to pamper you. Forget it. Idea your friend to me and what's in the come. In this conference today, our party leaders, I'm not addressing ordinary supporters. I'm sorry. I'm talking to leadership. The movers and shakers of this party. Munna musi engua ebegu. Munna musi ya masunia fanko ya lima ebekos. Na munna ahumbrasiemu menemo kase. Any yana. She front row yo. Enti enya umobo. One ferry. Titus Glover. Okoboy Jananka. Minim said any dick the cratasso or your full minister. Me catch the war. Bisa Chamai. And no one ye Fuseni. Okako not ye lusuda. Miami diemu ablokma central. Obadin di Crow. Afole kwe. And the am ferry. So someone say ferry. Never again. Mr. Chairman, is what we should resolve. leaving this conference this afternoon. Never again that this thing would ever happen to the New Patriotic Party. The sacrifices that this party, and I can recount because I have always been there. Some of us are in Accra, yes, but Madaru Mani to me, and maybe a chemu. There is no village or hamlet we have never visited, and we continue to visit. Embrantia no ano amu ti pick up mu. Se wamu ko ba abatwa ho ban. Pick up no ko hwe ase a. Mienu fi pick up no so toye. The gentleman was paralyzed, and he was paralyzed for life until he died at Kofodia Hospital. Go to Collins Dowders constituency today. There are people today in NPP 4. There is blood. Blood is oozing down from their ears. Now, sumu fi moja. It has been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12 years. They are there. So when we sit in Accra and we say ya brewo party, yampa, minkasa umrei, but ebinuma brechen what? There are people who are still suffering today. They are lying in sick beds in the defense of the New Patriotic Party. Some of them lost their children. Some of them lost their parents. But they continue to cherish, to say that this is their party. Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry, but this is the time. If we can't say these things in conference, I don't know where else we would say it. I charge you. Break the earth, break the earth, break the earth. I done this slogan. Me am Jina Hedi. So far as I live, me dey mean break it biao. To me no, me say me mfa ma wo mo ne, me mfa ma wo mo china. Me ni it bia me break. Me twaso, me say me yadai. Catch the wood and say, yet was so yadai. Remember, breaking it, as if there is something indeed to break. We have the power. What is left is for us to sustain the power. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next NPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana. I say, I charge you. We are leaving here today resolved that never again what happened to Greater Accra would ever happen to us as a party. The party had a lot of hope. They had a lot of confidence in us. We disappointed everybody. And this is the assembly of those who did it. I can only charge you. I'm not pleading with you because it is your responsibility to make it happen. Whatever did happen, is for you to reflect, to rebuild, and to recapture. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, once again. And Samuel took a stone and set it between Shen and Mizpah. And he says, hitherto has the Lord brought us. And that is what we call Ebenezer. Samuel, the other between Mizpah and Shen, and of Abuba to her, was it Ebenezer? Maybe a safu ready. What the year abiduni NPP 4 samum pe we ya na edien ene ebe. Now Bible say the Philistines were subdued. They were so subdued. Said they never won any battle against the Israelites. Sada NDC 4 e was here wo mo. Wa ma unsam. Mr. Chairman, we leave this conference resolved that never again is what happened to us as a region ever happened to us again. And I'm sure the rest of the same message is what the General Secretary will send across all regions. Never ever again. Power is what the Lord has given. It is for no reason, for no wonder that we said the battle is the Lord's. In fact, we affirm it. Because when the battle is the Lord's, it's nothing short of victory. And that is what, as a party, we now affirm and believe in. I want to end here. We would meet again. I promise you that I'm going to visit your various constituencies. I need a tete-a-tete with you. This party shall live. And this party would hand over power to the next NPP person, leading us into 2022. The power that we have today would continue with us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
This was loaded.
Ampara nyako pona rakwa oye dale seda
Sabra na kotro kaya zindangara when
yeah free
na muso Juma papa biara yariti
oh
free nyame no moi demti yareba to ebeneza na ya chirasie Debrenya mi aboa ye na bedruni amoma ya tu Ebeneza ayu nya mi aboa ye na bedruni Ebeneza ayu onyame na domara kwa
Yoma yasi
Ebeneza you nyami abua yanabe Joni Beneza you onyame nadom arakwa.
Thank you so very much, my woman organizer. This message indeed charged us towards the 2024 election. And that came from a son of the soil. We moving straight to another son of the soil. This time the man in charge and the owner of the region in terms of governance. He is the member of parliament for Ayawaso Central. Please help me welcome the regional minister of our great party, Honorable Henry Kote. Let him firm us the hope that we have for Greater Accra running up to 2024 elections. Thank you so very much. Achole Jemawon. Konu sisi ebwe nami ya chuese. Machobo sisi. Jemawon. Alo tola. Ikagbe na obala.
Krudu.
Eshi.
Nyejelo. Mentimon kan you. Yen statu for Cho. Hey! I can't hear you well. Cho. Boy!
Hey!
Boy!
Hey!
Boy!
Hey!
Me say NPP, you say hey! NPP, you say hey! NPP,
NPP, oh say
stand on the existing protocol so that I don't make mistakes. If I have to mention names, I'm not sure I'll finish before 6 o'clock. So respectfully, I stand on the existing protocol. But then I wasn't going to say something at all today. But following from what the Director of Operations has said, I am forced to say something. But before I do that, let me use the opportunity on behalf of the Regional Coordinating Council to thank all of you for your contribution, your support, your prayers in confirming Mr. President's nominees for the positions of MMDCs. Yadamasi Onyamin Shiramunyina. Na, they said the Director of Operations said, Kano, a young reho, say young Kassan Kassa yetumi tie husa. A say enough in it, break it here. Oh, la break the 8 ne yoy chomiake or record on yemie no can NDC. And you want to break the 8. We sit here and we say break the 8, break the 8, break the 8. And you are holding meetings amongst yourself to bring somebody down. Kekoko will break it 8. Me today, I am sad. And I'll tell you why. When Mr. President gave me the position to be the regional minister, I had one thing in mind: to ensure that by the grace of God, I am able to unite the party from the grassroots. That I have been doing. But I thought that's what they did to me and other MPs who are sitting here now. Now they have met just last week. Oh, Henry Agbene, na power choy Accra. I'm telling you, they had a meeting just last week. And the plan was that Henry is becoming too powerful in the region. And one of the Kassan said, oh, I feel like hey region, you know what they are saying? Hey region. You can go about Tabi, go break the 8. You have to break the 8. I am only trying to work with all of us to ensure that the party is strong at the base. So by the grace of God, as Lord Kobe said, we shall continue. But all we care is our personal ambition. We have to begin to look at the symbol, the elephants, and think think collectively. Actually, we have an agenda to continue to break the 8. Show me a hand, somebody, if you want to do that. Yesterday is gone, another day has come. Do something new in my life. Yesterday is gone, another day has come. Oh, do something new. I cannot hear you. Do you want to do something new in your life? Somebody sing with me.
Do something new in my life. Something new in my life.
Oh,
something new in my life. Oh Lord, do something new in my life. Something new in my life. Something new in my life.
oh Lord.
We say what?
Oh, do you want to break the 8? Do you want to do something new? Do you want to stop for concern? Sing with me. Yesterday is gone.
Another day. Let me see you standing. Let me see you standing.
Do something
Let me see you
new
standing.
in my life. Yesterday is gone.
I want to hear you sing it.
Another day has come. Oh, do something new in my
We say
life.
what?
Oh,
Do something new
in my life.
Something
Something new in my life.
Something new
something new in my life. Oh,
God, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Obiti unchain. Ye do program na on the street. O sorry kopea. Nia unti ye. Nia unhu ye. Now I start. And I want to tell you something. What you say today, you come face to face with it 2024 when you are in a position of defending the party. The Obeka and no opposition, they be year campaign. Normally they start campaign. Shena and Yawaya. Hello? Social media has become a platform for us to be insulting elders of the party. Social media. Ye chrosa, ye njaida. Oh, my bad. Ye betum penin for party move. And you say no more, no. We wash our dirty linens on the platform. Who catch your biso njai cry, a party ni ye nyina ye dia. There has to be some discipline in the party. Discipline. Constituency chairman, you need to go back and instill discipline in the party. I have told the regional chairman, I have told the regional secretary, if people misbehave, suspend them. Okay, I'm a Bafite party and yes, suspend them. Replace them. By the grace of God, we shall soldier on. Regional party, fail. Constituency officers spare your beer. Akbene sani crack whipper. Koni mamali aka head do iba. Je shwe mashwo. Alo je nakai. Mr. Ramo, the time has come for all of us to travel on different routes. The time has come for all of us to travel on different routes. It is our firm belief that we shall get to a common destination, our final destination, irrespective of the routes that we go on. Edum pempensopia obia betu kwan bi sa kwan ni nyina ebekwa agosi faako na emom hwe na who started to sa kwan no wanu kasa. Say by the time we get to that destination we shall arrive in peace and not in pieces. Mukodu final destination no amonhwe na nkoye say yakodu aye mu achiche sa. Then you cannot break the eights. You cannot continue. Shewa no kasa. Mind your language. Did you hear what I said? Tell your friend, mind your language. Mind your language. Your power no, and you have any copy. And to say, who say power no now say no. Let us do a clean campaign. Let us have a good message that will unite the grassroots, that will unite the base of the party. And inshallah, by the grace of God, we shall continue with the power. Me nkasanche. Yedi yepe action. And into na nyombi say, Yano yakamake. Oh, Yano yakamake. Oh, shafelo. No, fitelo. Yakamake. Yumbo. We shall continue to soldier on because the battle is still the Lord's. Yebeye yejuma. The Lord shall continue to be our shepherd, and I challenge you, come along. The Ikamamindi with you. Na yenina yenko 2024. Koni waya noa channel 2025. Now swear in new president of the Republic of Ghana from the NPP. So Jitu Mwaka say amen. Mantini you. So you do make say amen. Onyame ma ensi enye. Mesdames, onyame shramu nyina.
Yano yakamake. Wake yano yakamake. Abonsako esafelo yano yakamake. That was a solid message from our regional minister and member of parliament for Ayawaso Central. We moving on, and this time we're going to take a message from the chief scribe, the chief executive officer, the
General Secretary,
the man who has set record, the general secretary, the former national organizer, the former national youth organizer, Honorable John Adrinkesia Bwedu. Give it up for him. Ochi.
Kukudu. Kukudu. Kukudu.
She.
Regional chairman of the party in this region, who is the chair of this wonderful occasion of ours, regional minister, the national chairman of the party, Honorable Freddie Watsimewu Blay, is with us. I think that in order not to waste more time, I will stand on the existing protocols and continue. Kukudu, can we all rise up to observe a minute silence?
Let's all be on our feet.
For our compatriots, our former Minister for Energy, former Minister for Aviation, former Member of Parliament for Navrongo Central. We just received the call that God called him today. May the soul of Honorable Kofi Adda and all departed patrons of our party rest in the bosom of the Lord. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you. Kukrudu.
Is she?
Kukrudu.
Is she?
We've been charged by Lord Kome, who used to be the organizer of the New Patriotic Party, followed by the regional minister. The chairman welcomed us to this wonderful occasion. This meeting is the 11th in the series of regional annual conferences that the party is having for this year. We started in Savannah, continued to Upper West, to Upper East in Bolga, to Northeast in Alerigu. We zoned the northern region into two, Yendi, and I'm mentioning Yendi because if not because of the New Patriotic Party and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we wouldn't have been able to hold a successful conference in Yendi. It is because Nana Addo brought peace and the people gave peace a chance. That's why we're able to hold a very successful conference in Yendi and Tolong. We followed up with a conference in Bono East in Atebubu, then to Ahafo, back to Sunyani in the Bono region, of Ghana, we continue to Sefi also in North, Western North, and just last 3 days, we finished with that of the Western region. This is the 11th regional conference that we are having. And this conference is living up to expectation. Because conference of this nature, we are expected to take stock of our activities for the last year. And as part of our activities for the last year, ending this October, we held an election in 2020. And as speaker upon speaker has acknowledged, we went into the election with 21 seats. We ended up with 14 seats in parliament. And sometimes, if you are not very careful and you don't analyze the challenges well, you are going to get it wrong. Some people say, oh, there were imposition from national. In all the 7 seats we lost in Greater Accra, it is only in Lejokuku that went unopposed for good reasons. All the other 6 constituencies, we held elections. And our polling station executives, including ourselves, decided to choose a candidate for us. And we, as Democratic Party, the first of its kind in Africa, decided not to forgive ourselves, decided to hold on with matters arising out of the conferences that our own people have decided. It's not as if the people were just allowed to stand on our tickets. If we agree that we are a democratic party, we must respect the decision of our own party. I think that a lot has been said. Seats that we've never lost before. Because of our own misunderstanding. It is not about resources. It is not about resources. It is our own misunderstanding of agreeing that we are in a democratic party. And if a decision, a choice is made, we all accept it in good faith and move on. Mr. Chairman, in the year under review, we also held presidential elections in 2020. And you know, Greater Accra, when we are talking about victory of our party, not only in parliamentary, Greater Accra is one of the most critical regions. In the year under review, we were able to increase our votes from 1,062,157 to 1,250,174. An increase of 188,017. If we are saying that His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is still the excellency of this country, is still the commander-in-chief of the Republic of Ghana, it is because you also contributed. You are the reason additional 188,000 and a whooping vote of 1.3 million was added to the 6.5 million votes that we had in the year 2020. So you deserve some commendation for the extremely wonderful work you did in the presidential elections. Mr. Chairman, we are taking stock. From the national standpoint, we began the year after the elections by reviewing the entire parliamentary and presidential elections in 2020 by setting up a committee led by Honorable Osafo. And I know they visited your constituencies. Most of you have the opportunity to appear before the committee. We've put together all the concerns that you've raised. In addition to that, the leadership of the party led by Honorable Freddie Blay also decided to visit all the regions. Ask your views as to what are the reasons for some exceptional performances in some constituencies and the reasons for not too good performances in some of the constituencies. We've put together all those concerns that you raised, and through that, we are working very, very meticulously in order to ensure that these concerns that you raise will be factored into the programs and activities of the party. I want to thank you once again for successfully organizing your constituency annual delegates conferences, and I expect that you may have decided on some resolutions that have the capacity to increase and enhance the operations of our party. We must always distinguish between resolutions and proposal for constitutional amendments. We most often fuse the two together. Resolutions are those advices and concerns that have the capacity to increase or enhance the operations of the party. Proposal for amendment are those concerns that need the amendment of the constitution of our party. And for that, you write straight to the General Secretary for us to compile it and bring it to you. Because we've decided that 18, 19, 20th of December will be the National Annual Delegates Conference. By 18th of this month, deadline for the receipt of proposal for amendment is coming to an end. Don't sit at home and say that, oh, I would have wished that we increase the number of polling station executives at the polling station level by adding maybe deputies or communication directors there and all that. Nobody in this party can take that decision until you write to the General Secretary through a proposal for amendment for us to discuss it when we go for our conference in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. So you must take note of that as well. Mr. Chairman, just last month, the party decided, because we are talking about break the eight. You can't break the eight when you don't know who are your members at the polling stations. We decided to send you close to 40,000 polling station registers for you to get our members' name in the register at the polling station. We set a date from 10th to 30th of September for mass registration. After 30th of December, Mr. Chairman, I expect the constituency secretariat to withdraw or pick back all the registers, copy the details in the registers into the constituency registers. You have 2 weeks to finish this exercise. After the 2 weeks, you send the polling station registers back to the polling station executives for them to continue the exercise. I'm aware we are all doing politics in some constituencies because people think that the polling station registers may be one of the documents that will be used for the election of polling station executives. Others are denying bona fide NPP members from getting their names in the register. This will not be tolerated. The registration is ongoing until the National Council of the party decide that there must be a break in the registration for us to take stock and decide what needs to be done. So it is important that we take note of that. You also witness the National Executive bringing IT coordinators from the headquarters to take you through training of an ongoing or a roll-up very soon of ID cards of our party. They are done with the training. We are waiting for them to bring their report for us to quickly roll out our ID card registration of our members. We also noted, as part of the discussion, that communication. A lot is going on. And very soon, the Communication Directorate will be visiting the regions to do an audit of our communicators in the region and the constituencies in order for us to empower them the more to continue to work for the party. Because communication is the oil that lubricates and also sends out messages of what government is doing. Because if we are not very careful and we decide, just as it happened in 2008, ni kufoba, ni economy and bokra, eba mommy, a wo economy no, introduced NPP within 8 years. But because we're unable to get the message out there, the NDC came back again, the National Distraction Congress came back again to erode all the gains from 2001 to 2008. It's the same thing that we are doing now. If you check the achievements of this government, within just 5 years, you may think that we've been in power for 20 or 30 years. It is because you have a good government. It is because you have a good president. It is because you have good managers of the economy and good managers of this country. That is why we are seeing this unprecedented development in our country, and there's a need for us as a party to protect and promote the good name of the party. There's another thing that you also raised when we visited you. You said that it is not yet time for the president to hand over to another presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. At the beginning, when even the president has not been sworn in, we saw our own members, flyers all over. X for 2024, V for 2024, Y for 2024. You raised it with us that we should go back, sit down with the National Executive Committee and National Council and fasten out some code of conduct that will guide our activities as a party. Yes, we received that report. We went back, sat down with National Executive, National Council, and we are fashioning out a code of conduct that is guiding our activities before National Council decide that it is time to open nomination for both presidential and parliamentary elections in our party. And I must say, that for the past 3 months, you've really shown that you are the real party members and you've been able to discipline yourself up to this time. I see all the time members trying to find ways of circumventing and dodging the code of conduct by flying posters, making statements. I think that it is in the interest of all of us that those who aspire to lead this party must start by being servants of this party and respecting the rules and regulations of this party. And it is you that they may use, because most of them don't write their names under what they are flying around. I believe that it is important that we keep that discipline in place in order to ensure that 2024, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is given the peace and is not distracted for him to be able to achieve in order for whoever, just as Lord was saying, we in NPP believe that we have the men and women who are capable of performing. So it doesn't matter who becomes our candidate. I know our candidate will be a product of our polling station executive, a product of our electoral area coordinators, a product of our constituency executive, a product of our regional executive, and a product of our national council and council of patrons of our party. And they will never disappoint us. They are going to make sure that we get a candidate that will do exactly that for us. Kukrudu. 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 Mr. Chairman, if you are at a conference, what 11 omo, ni morning na yabie, enthusiasm ni you are outside. Kemi kwa beni you there, ni anya Yeshua ke tani bi ni wo yu ya bi ene ni won ko ni bi ne ni wo ka chu ni e hi on you ake by 2024 seats because in another one it ma is esa ni wo nya wo win or back. In another one, you can't quit not to us and win or back. In another one, you let your cuckoo when you win it back. In another one, you let the decotopo when you win it back. In another one, you crawl when you win it back. In another one, you Madina when you win it back. In another one, Denta when you win it back. Or by you win it back. A Blekuma Centra. When you protect none who are here, I'm a man. What win before? You about winning. There's the need for all of us. What mean Kenya? MMDC is in your bar. Your job is to work with the party on the ground in order to protect the gains of the party. The flat your page party members. Minna aite boafu ya biye. In Nanka Bruce, me Papa Nanka Bruce, Tessin, my firm after the Nanka Bruce, Tessin. Ni tumo, ni ametuwe. Esa ni tumo fio yakatwa. Biane, womomi, aka wabacha no. Nya wacha no ne mi ajia. Esa ni NDC na confidence ne ba dumo bi e na you oboni esumo. I want to believe that charge money what charge swanene eji charge mo ni ba wo wale ne ba Kenya wo ne ba gbele wo dwomomi ni wo ka no kwali yeli aja party ne koni no ni wo fe wota wo woni ni ashe no toflaje ni dumo bi ene He joined the party as general secretary. In Jenshi as polling station chairman. In a contest for assistant secretary. Na kan time JB ane is an enemy social media me. Mo kon contest electoral area coordinator FA flyers. A post tika minister nene. In a contest assistant regional assistant constituency secretary Ablekuma South. Na time afe campaign ko. Kawote abua we na. Obanyo ba conference no decide I can move my contest ko alone contest ko. Ni wote money contest secretary Lord Come. Lord Come money contest secretary bile eba. Like oh be do cafe assistant eba ye secretary. No na vote how many ye secretary. Lo ni wo hia mi a wo ba she eni wo she ne. We are not going to remain where we are forever. Oba chunu chumo ni oblayin ko oblaye hu ahie wona na sisi. Makpa fa kai oba na tui. Rome was not built in a day. You have a good government. You have a good government. You have a good government. Let us together resolve to work together. Our national officers led by the national chairman of our party. Kaja Koforidiani, your vote in Hawa. Wami Beleko. Yes, Bema is a you may have one challenge or the other. Bokoba Yenoko, Aye Kokonsa, Kokonsa, who fit an only of filming. Because Kokonsa, honey, one information, each West, anyone now. The one they saw on the work at Chuani. Those things are normal. We've been together. I want to use this occasion, National Chairman, to thank all of you, my colleagues, led by the National Chairman, Honorable Freddie Blay. I also want to thank Rita Asobaye for providing that motherly support for the National Chairman of our party. Omari Wadie used to be chairman. So you think that he's even the national chairman of the party. But with the experience that he has, he's been able to help us work together to date. The treasurer has been with us all this while, but for some unavoidable reasons, he's unable to be with us. Eba. Oh, Abankwa. Nasara coordinator, Aziz Futa. Nasara Nuchumo Ewawa. Anukwale as general secretary with his tenure, I've received minimum or less complaints from our Nasara group in our party. I believe that he has done so well and he needs to be supported. The national organizer, for some reasons, is not here with us. The national women's organizer that you voted for has also lived to expectation. I want to use this occasion to thank you once more and believe that with God behind us, victory will be ours. Thank you very much.
I think we can do it better. The round of applause for the message as delivered by our General Secretary is too low. Please, let's give him a better, thunderous round of applause. This is very insightful.